build, and build more. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about build. That is their motto here during this administration, is to work on the infrastructure of the Philippines. And they have been doing a lot of work. You'll see it almost anywhere you go. For those of you who have been here before, maybe it's been a few years, or if you haven't been here, you'll see some changes when you do come back. Most of it is in the Metro Manila area, the NCR, but other projects have been going on throughout the country. Some major bridge projects going on in the Visayas around Cebu. I know of 2 or 3 large bridge projects that are, I think some are completed. I'm not really sure on that. I didn't research a lot of this stuff out. But there is a lot of work going on. The NCR, my gosh, they have new skyway projects to link highways, like where we are here north of Manila. We have the North Luzon Expressway. And then if you're south of Manila, you have the South Luzon Expressway. But the only problem is to get one to the other, you used to have to go through a terrible section of Manila. Small roads, traffic, it was just horrible. So there was no way to really drive straight through. And so now they have the Skyway going across that. And that one's already completed. And they have a couple other Skyway projects going on under construction. And most of them are near completion, if not already partially open now. And these are really, really needed projects. They did them right. They were well thought out. They put them in where they were needed, unlike other places. I can think back home in California about the high-speed rail system there that they spent billions of dollars on, and they had to give up on it because they couldn't even figure out how to do it. Well, that problem doesn't exist here. They got right with it, and they got this building done. And even during the pandemic, slowed things down, but it didn't stop. And so now they have, like I said, these skyways, the light rail system. They're extending sections of the light rail. They're putting in new lines are going in. Of course, a lot of work on the existing, new trains for them. Some of them are getting pretty old, like on the LRT-1, the oldest. There's a Grand Central Station that's going in Quezon City between SM North and Trinoma, a great big place called Grand Central Station. And also, besides having light rail systems that are going to meet up in that one, some of the major ones, also the new subway. They're going to have a subway. It's already under construction. It's being worked on now. The tunnel boring machines are here. And that's going to be another major project. And the one I was going to show today, I got a little video. They have, let me get it right, it's the North-South Commuter Railroad, the NSCR. And they call it a railroad because it's a little bit more heavy duty and a little bit higher speed than the light rail system in the Metro Manila area. So they call it a railroad. But if you see the cars, they look pretty much like the light rail system. But anyway, it's going in. And our area is covered under Phase 1, which is going from Tutuban to Malolos, where I live here. That's Phase 1. Phase 2 is Malolos to Clark in Angela City area. And that's going to link up and go all the way in. There's a Phase 3, 4, and 5. But the only construction right now is Phase 1 and Phase 2. They are behind, of course. Work did continue on it during the pandemic, But it's rocking and rolling really good now. Pretty impressed with what I'm seeing. And the first thing I'll say about all these projects is that it's all being done with modern technology. You wouldn't know the difference if you were in any Western country in Europe or the US, Canada, Australia. This stuff is being done really well. I was very impressed with the work that I've been seeing. And it's, as far as this project up here, phase one, this is not being done by China. Okay, so don't go off with China's going to own everything. This is all being funded by Japan. International firms have been given given sections to do the work from all over the world. And then a South Korean engineering firm is the engineering firm that does everything here for the project. So it's pretty impressive to see. It brought in a lot of jobs, and hopefully we'll see it done. This first section that they'll have done, and once they get all of that completed into Tuban, it's going to link up with the LRT1 and the subway when the subway gets completed through there. So as far as the dates and when everything's going to actually be all done, it's probably going to be a little ways off, but they're looking at phase one here of the rail to Malolos sometime next year, 2023. They've got a lot of work to do, but a lot of work is being done. I'm pretty impressed with it. So I got a little bit of video. I went in town and shot a little video. I hadn't actually been in a few weeks, and they are going pretty strong on this. They're getting things going real well. So here's a little look at our LRT system, and this video is thanks to Clyde. He asked to get an update on this. So Clyde, here you go. A little video for you. All right, take care everyone, and hope you like the video. Bye. All right, everybody. I'm out here in front of the provincial capitol building. We have a little park area here. You can see everyone's enjoying themselves. This is right next to the Bulacan State University. So a pretty busy area. It's our Main Street, MacArthur. Right over there beyond the building is where the main station is going to be. They're working on the foundation areas for that, so they got a long ways to go there. But you can see here, they're working on the approach section. And this is one of these cantilever bridge cranes. And they're already getting sections going in. This thing just walks along, and it just keeps raising each section up one by one and bolting them together, and then this thing just continues to move on. This section here, I believe, only got started shortly ago. Most of the time it takes in putting the foundations in, the pillar foundations, and then the pillars. Off in the distance are some of the segments that are being raised up, go into place. Those are built or casted not too far from here, and then they're brought in on site. They're really a modern, state-of-the-art way that they do things now. Very impressive work. Anyway, I'm going to go down and see some of the other area that's going on right now. Let's take a look. right, I'm down here at my end of town, or closer to my end of town, and they have another cantilever section working here. It's really hard to probably see all this on camera right now, but it's a pretty massive cantilever crane system they have here. And like I said, this just walks along. They have a segment there that'll be lifted up into place. And as the segments go in, this cantilever system will just walk itself right on down to the next open pillars and continue lifting the segments into place. So once it gets going, it's a pretty fast and efficient system of doing things. It's going to be nice when it gets done. The pillars are still being put in all along the route, all the way down towards Manila. The stations are in different phases of being worked. I heard that some of them down the road here actually have some of the steel frame sections going in. And there's multiple units of these cantilever bridge sections, bridge crane systems that are working this all the way down the line. So it's only a matter of time. They say 1 year. That would be cutting it kind of close, but you never know. This could happen. Things definitely got delayed during the pandemic over the last 2 years, but work did continue, but not at the pace you're seeing now. You're seeing, real work happening now. Anyway, there's a look at our rail system going in. And hopefully I'll still be around in a year and I can take you on a ride on it and see how it goes, huh? All right, everybody. See you soon.